tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash. Honey, y'all, dash.
So you want me to be?
Blow your mind.
Huh?
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you
So you want me to be?
like that? I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting
What's their overall?
too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back.
No, it's got the ready thing up.
Friday payday, run it back.
It did on mine. I wouldn't say it if it didn't, Bob.
I cop a car, run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What?
Hello? That's the Jay calling. Let me click over real quick. The lick
All right.
my Jag talking. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts.
He beat the Panthers dude
man. When
with
it come
his
back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm
He beat
glad when
that
the check
Panthers
missed the direct
dude.
hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10
Hell, once in my hair, never
That's
ball you
gon'
in
make
the
you
boys.
fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that?
Are you coming out white?
I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Move the team. Strong left. Hey, 0-0-0.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Well. Check. Good job right there. Gun. I got motion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Okay, baby, let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Under 10. 10. Zebra.
Throwing is Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Mike's 42. One left. 3 ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one... hurts.
No. 58. 57. Cut. Watch the twist. Plant. Motion.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tight end right. Alert. 3 down. Inside.
Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Mike spot 4. Jump out. Mike spot 4. Man, I got you. Man. Go. Hey, 1 set.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it. Good play. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
319. Check. Walk 54. I'm coming up to you.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right 26. Right there. 54.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
319. I got you. Alert 3. 630.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really should.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montravius Adams, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Let's go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go. We won. Come to my work. Check 93's the mic. I'll go special. Say. Still got it. 4 down. Motion. Check 93's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, it's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm here all day. Hey, Zoo. 57, Mike 57. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
So that'll back him up 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Go. Go. Hey, orbit. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Bandit.
From the gun, Boyle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
High 7. 57's the mic. Boxing. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. What we got? Get 300. Set. We ain't giving 319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
You better be afraid of me.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There's a party now.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
0-0-0. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, hustle, hustle. 14. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike 57. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, wahoo!
From the 22, Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the way.
Now Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montravius Adams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Good.
Banjo.
Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Hey, defense.
Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
54. All day, baby. All day.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4. Hey, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Hey, Delta. 54.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks' 36-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Inside. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They can't hang with us.
Rodgers now on first down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Right here. Jumbo!
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
57. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers again now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a throw here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And they're going to face a third down.
Check. Waiting. Front left. You got blocked, me. Check 43.
They run it with Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 93 for Mike. Go.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Carson, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And Dixon has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
380. Hey, 0-0-0. Kill. Spot that. 380.
On third down, Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
You can't block me.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
In the game, baby. You tried hard. That's you failed.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, let's get this.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's set a tone, but move. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, here we go. Hey, take 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, but the Packers have the first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. They'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Get 300. Get 300.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone. from Lambeau.